Your father-in-law offers you a free handgun. You say yes and take it. That completely ordinary family gift may have just crossed into federal felony territory. Not because you're prohibited, not because the gun is stolen, but because your father-in-law is from another state. But he's family does not automatically override federal transfer laws. So before anyone buys, sells, gifts, loans, or simply leaves a firearm for somebody else in Oregon, there is one question they need to answer. Can the firearm legally change hands? Now, quick note to the YouTube overlords, this is not a tutorial, this is not a how-to. We are just trying to keep people safe. The wrong belief in Oregon right now is simple. Oregon already requires a permit to buy a firearm. Well, if you missed the Measure 114 fight, Oregon voters approved a permit to purchase system and restrictions on magazines holding more than 10 rounds. Those two parts are now set to take effect on January 1st, 2028. So what happens when somebody walks into a federally licensed dealer and wants to receive a firearm today? At the federal dealer level, the basic split is straightforward. A licensed dealer cannot transfer a handgun to someone under 21. The dealer cannot transfer a long gun to someone under 18. Episode 1 covered the age split for possession and concealed carry. Purchase age is a different question, which is why we are separating it here. So, let's say you're of age. You found what you wanted at the dealer. It's not pay with an ID and go. Oregon runs its background checks through the Oregon State Police Firearms instant check system called FICS, F-I-C-S. Think of FICS as Oregon's gatekeeper. It checks whether the person receiving the firearm is eligible under Oregon and federal law. And it also connects into NICS, the FBI's National Background Check System. The dealer handles the federal transaction paperwork, submits the check, and Oregon State Police runs the FICS side. The answer can come back approved, denied, or pended. Approved means OSP gives the approval number for the transfer. Denied means the transfer stops, period. Pended means OSP needs more review before it can decide. A delay can feel personal, but it may be missing information, an old record, or something that needs examiner review. Federal law has what many people call the 3-day rule. If a background check is still unresolved after 3 business days, federal law may allow a dealer to transfer the firearm, but the dealer is not required to do so. For buyers under 21, federal law requires an enhanced records review, and certain delayed checks can extend up to 10 business days. Now, bring your father-in-law's locked gun travel case from the last episode back into the picture. He is family, but he also arrived from another state. Those two facts have to be separated before anybody assumes this is just an informal family handoff. Oregon does recognize certain transfers between family members, and your father-in-law giving the gun to the spouse of his child fits that state exception, but he is still a resident of another state. Standing in your Oregon driveway does not turn this into an Oregon-only transfer. Federal law generally requires the pistol to go through an Oregon FFL before you take possession, with the dealer handling the paperwork and background check. Now, let's look at an ordinary private transfer inside Oregon. You can skip the background check and handle the transfer completely privately, right? Not in Oregon. A private sale in Oregon does not automatically mean two people can just meet up, trade money for a firearm, and call it done. Unless a real exception applies, the transfer generally has to go through the background check process. Oregon even defines transfer broadly, so this is not just about a cash sale. A transfer can include a sale, a gift, a loan, or a lease. That means you and the buyer meet at the gun store with the firearm. The dealer runs the Oregon background check. Oregon State Police charges the background check transaction fee, and the dealer can also charge its own reasonable transfer fee for handling the transaction. And no, a gun show is not a magic loophole. Oregon State Police says background checks are required for transfers at gun shows and between private citizens too. Another way people try to get around the system is a straw purchase, and that is felony territory. A straw purchase is buying a firearm with someone else while falsely claiming to be the actual buyer, including when they plan to provide the money or repay you. It can be illegal, even if they may lawfully possess the gun. A true gift is different, but the transfer must still follow Oregon and federal law unless an exception applies. The transfer can follow every rule and still stop at the person receiving the gun. And most people reduce that question to one word: felon. And Oregon does not. An old juvenile case someone thought was done years ago can still block you from possession today. And that is where episode 4 takes us.